Managing the Argentine national side has fallen to contrasting personalities with two things in common. They won trophies and they had to deal with Diego Maradona. Cesar Luis Menotti, the charismatic coach whose belief in attacking football brought Argentina their first World Cup in 1978, despite omitting Maradona from the squad. In contrast, Carlos Bilardo, his successor, a disciplinarian whose iron belief in tactics, allied to the genius of Maradona, won them a second title in 1986 and the runners-up place 4 years later. Whilst Alfio Coco Basile won 2 Copa Americas and led Argentina to a 3-year unbeaten run, the longest in their history, but his failure to control the excesses of Maradona and his entourage brought about his and the team's downfall. When it comes to honours on the pitch, the man chosen to follow in their footsteps eclipses them all and seems best qualified to cure Argentinian football of its unhealthy obsession with Maradona. Daniel Alberto Passarella. He signed a 3-year contract as national team coach, extended for a 4th if the team qualify for the World Cup, and he's the greatest player of his generation after El Pibe de Oro. The winner of 71 caps with the national team, 45 as captain, Passarella was one of the finest defenders in the world, wearing the shirt of River Plate for 9 seasons, interrupted by a 6-season spell in Italy with Fiorentina and Internazionale. As forceful in attack as at times, he was uncompromising in defence. The pinnacle of his career coming when he captained Argentina to the World Cup, aged just 25.
The highest ambition of any football player is to represent his country, to pull on the national team jersey. And I was fortunate to belong to the generation that was able to play and win the World Cup on home soil, which is one of the greatest satisfactions a player can have.
His unceasing commitment on the field and discipline off it set him apart from some of his contemporaries and drove him into conflict with Maradona. It was a commitment that continued when he took over as coach at River in 1990. He was an instant success, winning them 3 titles in total. His time there was highlighted by his championing of young talent and his discipline. Ronaldo Ortega, who replaced Maradona in the World Cup, is one of the promising youngsters who've been brought up to adhere to Passarella's code.
He's the coach and he knows exactly how to manage young footballers and how to treat them. I'm happy about what he does and I accept it.
As does 19-year-old striking partner Hernan Crespo, top scorer in the last Clausura Championship with 11 goals.
He advises me on many things, not just on football, but also on personal matters. He wants every player to be 100% professional.
Passarella's philosophy stems from a hard upbringing and refusal to give in. Eventually, he became a River player despite numerous rejections.
This is what I want from my players, that they're professional and responsible 100%, and that they don't fail to take advantage of the great opportunity that they have in front of them. That is to play football and thereby solve any economic problems that they and their families may have. Not just in the short term, but forever.
He's been accused of being authoritarian and paternalistic, and critics argue that methods used with River Plate youngsters won't work with internationals who are superstars in their own right. Passarella claims the players will have a voice in the new regime, but already some of his ideas have caused controversy. He's advocated compulsory drug testing to rid the national team of scandals which have implicated Maradona and Caniggia. All his players, like Crespo, have had to cut their hair. Heresy in a country where the 70 styles are alive and flowing. This is Crespo now. And this is how he looked before Passarella ordered the chop. And he's complained about players' eating habits, ordering that they should eat less red meat, Argentina's staple diet.
There will be opportunities, as there were at River, to talk to the players about decisions. Together we'll make the decision that's best for everyone, but once that decision is taken, then no one can go back on it.
He stated that the door to the national team is open to everyone, including Maradona. But with 20 new caps in the squad for Passarella's first match in charge, it seems that an era is well and truly over. But will he talk about Maradona?
No.
A new look Argentinian side took an early lead through Sebastian Rambert and added a cracking second after just 23 minutes from Marcelo Espina. They wrapped up victory in the second half. Marcelo Escudero controlled the cross and hit it past the flailing arms of the Chilean goalkeeper. 3-0 and a fine start to the managerial reign of Daniel Passarella.